All right. Welcome back. Break. That is awesome. I got a break. I also looked up because I couldn't remember. Where was Crestwood? I gotta spend some power at the war table, and I blew all the power! I opened up everything. If we do go talk to Barrick on the battlements, we will open up the war table mission. Get to that area. But it's gonna cost, and I blew all the power. Hey there, Claire. How you doing? So we're gonna have to go get some power. We're gonna need to go there because that is where we will actually find the Assassin's Guild leaders, members, whatnot. We're gonna need more power. I guess we're going to the battlements. So, battlements to talk. Barrick and Derek will be down here. Way of the Artificer. We just had conversations about that. So, where are they? Let's get them marked. Place is big. Just have it marked. Keep it in mind which part of the battlement. Somewhere over that way. Might have to go up over here and through. We can just go straight up, can we?
Someone left sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but can't quite recall who took them.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Oh, looks good from here. Behold, Skyhold. There we go. Have you been watching Aftermath? How was that? Alright, Varric. Default Champion of Kirkwall. Use the iconic default appearance for the Champion of Kirkwall. Even though you go and you name, hawk, and keep custom, recreate the custom appearance of your Champion of Kirkwall. Actually did use the default for a rogue, female rogue. Will she have the war paint? I don't know. Default is what we want. Default is what we had.
Inquisitor.
Dark hair.
Meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
That's how it comes
Though I
across.
don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him, after all.
You've already dropped half a mountain on the bastard. I'm sure anything I can tell you pales in comparison.
Heard about you.
Oh, I don't know. You did save a city from a horde of rampaging Kunari.
I don't see how that really applies. Or is there a horde of rampaging Kunari I don't know about?
There's a Kunari. He almost qualifies as a horde all by himself. Fortunately, he's on our side.
So, then, what can I tell you?
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
If that's what happened to the Wardens, do you think we can free them?
It's possible, but we need to know more first. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Stroud. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Crestwood. That's why it opens up on the war table after this. But I blew all the power.
If you didn't
We'll
know
have to
about
get some more.
Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully, my friend in the Wardens will know more.
Mystery novel sounds good. Yes.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
We get to inquire a bit. We did not actually fight Corypheus. There's DLC for Dragon Age 2 that I didn't have played it. So, it was in the keep. I let it stay in there. You fought Corypheus, do tell.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus.
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back, or maybe it's altered into magic. But he was dead, I swear it.
Swear. What exactly has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition. What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, has a good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
What about Anders? Anders went crazy.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him, except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Insane. Like, had to go that crazy. Scripted or something.
And where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up and the exalted march never came.
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My sister's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take her as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Meryl is helping Elven refugees who were displaced by the war. I didn't want to take her away from that. Meryl spent enough time fighting for her life with me.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Alright. If I hadn't blown all the power, I could go right there. Oh! Yay for Skyhold, where you can fall and not die. Oh! There be ledges here. Why am I going to the war table then? We don't have enough power right now. Power 3, I think we need 8. Where are we off to? We're off to somewhere. New areas. Missing waste. What levels are they? At least one of them should be level 20 and up, and we don't want to be there. Salted Plains, Empress du Lion, Emerald Graves, Frostback Basin. No, which is bad place to visit now. Check out Cole's card. Look at. Might turn Sarah into a Tempest, Dagger Rogue. We need to get all these specializations. Anyways, for Herald. For the Inquisitor.
Inquisitor,
Scout Harding.
we're on the outskirts of Sarnia. This is what's left of the town. The lucky ones got out before the river froze over. The rest, penned in by Fade Rifts and Red Templars. We're the first friendly face they've seen in a long, long while.
Such a tease. They put this in. You can flirt with her, but that's it.
Are you all right? You look a little cold.
Because
Me?
Harding.
Well, it is a touch chilly. My toes are freezing. I'm sorry. You didn't need to know that.
Volunteers to keep them warm.
How did an entire river freeze so quickly?
It got really cold, really quickly. Sarnia relies on its river for everything. Trade, food. They weren't expecting this.
Do you know why the Red Templars have come here?
Can't tell you much. The Templars have outposts all through the hills. Our scouts haven't been able to get through. It probably has something to do with the local stone quarry, though. A lot of the workers went missing after the Red Templars moved in.
I should look in on the townsfolk, see what they can tell me.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it. The Red Templars have been mounting frequent attacks. They want Emprise du Lion. Bad. Let's get out there and take it back from them.
We'll do it for Scout Harding. Are we not wearing any armor? Not wearing any armor. Looked good, wasn't wearing any armor. That almost took a long time to figure out. I mean, good. Didn't all. Necromancer. So Dorian's specialty is unlocked. Specialties are unlocked. Dorian is a necromancer. 1 point to spend. Dorian is well versed in spells that bind and manipulate fade spirits. Practice that does not have the same stigma into Vinter Imperium. Elsewhere in Thedas. Horror! You unleash spirits of fear that terrify all enemies within. Death, Siphon, Binding Terror, Simulacrum, Hour of the Dead, Spirit Mark. Damage marked target. Target dies while marked. Spirit mimics the victim's body, fights on your behalf. Walking Bomb, you curse an enemy. Ongoing spirit. Trigger the curse in a devastating and Haste. You increase the speed of the entire party. Tier 1, 2, 3. It's a focus power. Awesome one. All enemies move and attack more slowly by comparison. 5% for seconds. That up. Seems worth going for that. See where we were on other things. He's got a revival. Revival could be a little bit better. Could be upgraded. Got a dispel. Dispel could be upgraded. Got fire spells. They could be upgraded. Lasting flames, wall of fire. Turn into a wave of fire. He doesn't have flash fire. We could give him another fire attack. Chaotic focus. Burn some barrier for fire damage. Or do we turn him into a necromancer? Starting with horror. Oh, we can change it later. Let's see what he does with heart. Probably gonna want haste. Dorian, Cassandra, Templar. Long ago, the Seekers of Truth founded the Templar Order and taught them how to deal with hostile mages and their spells. Cassandra thus possesses all of a Templar's abilities without the risk of lyrium addiction. Templar. Two sides. Blessed Blades, you rally all of your nearby allies to fight with greater strength, especially when facing demons. Damage bonus lasts a while. Cooldown. There's will. Targets. Party's attacks have a chance to weaken the targets. And other side has Spell Purge. Faith and Will, you dispel all hostile magic from the air. 5 meters. Cooldown. Of the Just. Righteous Fervor. Inspires the party. Damage bonus. Last sacrifice, should you fall, you give allies the strength to fight on harder in your name. 100% health, damage bonus 50%, but only 10 seconds. So if our tank goes down for 10 seconds, we get a boost. Oh. We're really in that much trouble. Wrath of Heaven. You summon a blinding pillar of light that stuns nearby enemies and damage. No darkness. Ah, rally. Rally. Okay, we have a rally ring somewhere. There's rally. Fire your allies to fight harder. Party's guard, stamina, and mana build over time, and all party members gain damage resistance against incoming attacks. Rally is awesome. Tier 1, 10% guard generation. 20, 30. Guard for the party. How about Blessed Blades? Maker's Will, chance to weaken targets. And Rally. Spell Purge, hostile magic. Champions of the Just, straight damage bonus. Then Rally. Sacrifice. Darkness. Faith is your protection against the elements. Alone, the entire party gains increased resistance to fire, ice, electric, and spirit damage. 10%. Let's go Blessed Blades, Maker's Will, Rally. Does Rally require both sides? I don't know. We'll find out. You cannot unlock this yet. No points. Pay attention, Jay. Solus. The Rift Maid. Years spent studying the Fate have given Solus the ability to manipulate its energies in unpredictable ways. He can matter from the Fade and even twist the Veil into a weapon to hamper his opponents. Veil Strike. A Fist. Restorative Veil. Gray Magic. Pulled from weakened enemies. Restores mana. Firestorm. Mothering Veil. Pull of the Abyss. You create a tiny rift that pulls enemies to a central point. Twisting Veil, Encircling Veil. Stone Fist, Classic Fist. Summon a boulder from the Fate and smash it into your target, sending them flying. 500% weapon damage. And, Veil Strike. Fist. Recreate your own fist from the essence of the Fade and smash nearby foes to the ground. Veil Strike.
Dispatch for you.
Characters in Diablo says Borderlands. What is it? I haven't killed anything in minutes. Make sure everybody's good on potions. Bees. Sarnia. Check out those trees.
Maker, take them into his hands.
Doesn't mean the tree.
How could you have dropped it? Foolish, clumsy girl. Mama trusted the ring to you when she died.
Common curses.
We'll get it back, Templars. Demons with trusted faces.
Demons. Harbor blessing. Resources. Figure out if this is an area we can even be in now. Not too high level. We'll go exploring. Rash Vine. Yes, we needed Rash Vine for the regen potion upgrades. Fantastic. We need a lot of Rash Vine. At least 20 for now. Stone. Hey, welcome back, Bob. Finally got things up and working again a little while ago. Got new places to go. New flowers to pick. Creatures to kill. Okay, 16. Probably check out a different area for now, but Red Templar, Marksman. If Cassandra can get her guard up, keep it up. Happens.
This place gives me a headache.
Barrier's going down. She doesn't have her guard back up yet. Uh-oh. Where's her guard? She's in trouble. Hey, Misery, welcome. How you doing? Yay, crits and flips. Well, we should still probably check out a different area. We could survive here for a bit. Get some nice materials. Varric would prefer to be here. Varric slightly approves. More approval if he gets to see it. Destroying the red lyrium veins. On guard, or you can just give up. What's been happening? How are you? 16s. It's gonna getting any bigger fights than a group like this. Or we switch to 2 tanks and 1 mage, just because they're heavy hitting. If we can get enough. No! Do not rush my mages. Bad. Bad shit. Others. Get out of there. Bees! Yeah, technical issues. Oh, I see. Dorian's dead, and I'm gonna be dead. Awesome. Good. Shit. Left the marksman because the mages were getting attacked, and now the mages are dead because I left the marksman. And also not paying attention. That had a lot to do with it too. On your feet. Yikes. When the regen potions get upgraded to be area of effect, they'll be a great way to heal up too. Get the group to stand together, drop one of them, or use one regen potion that heals everybody. Can you tell me, Jay, why the hell you haven't started playing Mankind Divided? Has its flaws, but still a great game. Kind of planning it for October, even though it's not, it's not horror themed or anything, and we're gonna try and do some more bloody games in October. But Mankind Divided, I think, as well. So that's why, just, I wasn't rushing to play it, and we're gonna get to it pretty soon. How's that? The sun shines upon the waters of the cascade falling from their great height. They seem for all the world like a cascade of crystals pouring out of an unseen hand. How long? I've got a wire running across my keyboard since I moved some things around with the mic. Obviously in a very bad place. Oh, setting up. I see where it's getting hit. Where the wire's getting hit. Not long. Only a few seconds. Groovy. I think a different area. Go to a different area. Here's one of the areas we unlocked. Let's check out another. Altered plane. Be really nice if by Thursday, Friday we could have everything, back to normal. Whatever normal is. There's no such thing.
Inquisitor, welcome to the Exalted Plains, a place with a long and bloody history. Even now, the region is volatile. This was a front in the Civil War. Now there's rebels called the Freemen of the Dales, recently emerged and adding to the chaos.
Scout Harding!
Must we dwell on such gloomy things?
I don't want to dwell, but look. It must have been so beautiful. Maybe even romantic.
This rebel group. Tell me more about them.
They seem to be simple deserters, tired of fighting and dying for either the Empress or the Grand Duke. Now they want the Dales for their own. Worse, they're more organized than we anticipated. Be wary.
What history were you talking about?
After the fall of Halam Sharal, what remained of the Elven army met the forces of the Exalted March here. When offered a chance to lay down their arms and surrender, they refused.
What else can you tell me?
Scouts have sighted Dalish elves. There must be a clan camp somewhere on the plains.
Hey man, what's happening, Drakes? Adding to chaos. I heard that.
That will be
Heard
all.
that.
Thank you.
With the rifts and the undead, the Orlesians have lost ground. Most have been driven back to their forts. We have to stabilize the region, allowing the Imperial Army to re-establish its presence. Good luck, Your Worship. You'll need it.
Inquisitor, I have something for you.
Good for you. Exalted Plains. Guardians of the Path. The plaque on the statue reads, "Let the eternal flame purify your soul." Eternal fire! Eleven. Perfect. We belong here. We belong here. Got someone right behind me. See me? Pull me out of stealth. They have an archer. You guys keep working there. Who is screaming and why? Pretty dumb. Even an archer can just shred me. But if I send the entire party, including Cassandra, who's already got aggro of melee, over to that archer. Pull aggro back off of me. Greg slammed with work, but well, greetings, chat. Greetings, chat. Glad you made it.
Keep off
There
the
almost
ramp.
wasn't a stream again, or there was, but it broke.
I was never good at doing what
Almost
other
didn't
people
come back. Memorials of the Second Exalted March. Remember where Andraste's champions first set foot in the Exalted Plains? Called Dirthavarin by the elves. Shiral's dark heart was conquered, but one last challenge came from the elves, who would not submit to the Maker. They gathered upon the plain. Our champions answered their call. Marching in Andraste's light on the path of flame, Lord Demetrius Aaron, Sister Amity, and Sir Brandis of Lac Celestine, called the Silver Helm. Horn Chit. Here, sir. Enclosed is payment for the last shipment. Lord greatly enjoyed the fish, prepared exactly as you recommended. How do you do it? Please keep them coming. He has a hankering for trout this week. Hurry up. If you say so, if you say so. be up here. Not that close. The range should not be that close.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static.
Gimbal Lock. Nice. Cool name. Gimbal Lock. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Gimbal Lock. Close to Gimbal Lock. Stealth camouflage. Landed on the spikes.
How can anyone stop these things?
For you.
Are you Imperial Army?
Hey Manny, good evening.
Yes, your worship.
Hey.
I fight on the side of Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, rightful Emperor of Olay.
The peace talks in Halam Sharal mean an end to hostilities, don't they?
We're no longer fighting each other, but the demons, the dead. It was easier when we fought just men. You can win against men.
I should be going.
Kind of forgot something. You know.
I must tend to our fallen.
What's going on?
What's happened
The
here?
whole thing?
We were trying to retake the ramparts from the dead. They rise here, somewhere within these trenches. It started when those freemen showed up. Strange lights, like blue fire. It must be magic. But the freemen are just deserters from the armies. How could they have managed this? And why?
I should be going.
That was a great quest. Manny, I did. Did you see, before that came out, did you see the April Fool's joke that they did, that they put out the video? That was pretty good. Related, somewhat related. Hack and slashing. I changed back to ranged. Yep. Back to ranged. Back to ranged. Started there too. We could switch back again later. But for now, I was feeling more comfortable with the bow in hand. Worked out pretty well. Wait, Manny, you have not? You have not? See the arcane horror in the background? I can't switch target to him yet, but he's there. Shit, nice dive. Where is that horror? Arcane horror. It's stupid to just charge in here. We should have taken some of the corpses. Look what that arcane horror did. Just killed me and... Worst plan ever. Just charging into the arcane horror. But I was excited, okay? So the arcane horror was down there. Oh, man. And we didn't want to rush it. Go! Everybody go! My brain's a little low on power. Could definitely use some dinner. sent anyone after the arcane horror for now. Don't move to point. Don't move to point. Where you're at. You'll be able to attack without having to actually move anywhere from where they're at. Arcane Horror is gonna come mess everything up. Might let Dorian drop though, for now. Since I screwed up our entry here so badly. Stay back, clean things up. There. Arcane Horror is just chilling for the moment. All favors. The Arcane Heart is casting now. Or was already, but where? Arcane Heart casting at Solus? Dorian's stunned. Depressed. Mind controlled. Whoa! That didn't look good at all. Did the arcane horror of Dorian in some kind of gauge? Oh, shit. Who's still in range? The arcane horror. Alright, Cassandra. Wasted potion. Come on, before you do anything else, do that. That arcane horror is gonna mess everyone up. Luck surviving. Horror just raising more right now. Maybe it's time to move in on the horror. Good. They move around a lot. Arcane horror, heart and rags.
This was intentional.
There may be more of these pits. We'll have to find them.
Solus needs help!
Hola. Last words to my loved ones. If this letter reaches you, know that I died, and died well, in service of the noble Grand Duke. I did not run like others did when the battle grew too much. I did not lose faith in the Maker. I was courageous till the end. Ah, hey, Penguin. Welcome. We are finally at and past Skyhold. Well, not past, but we're at Skyhold. We got Skyhold. We now have new areas open after reaching Skyhold. Still don't have level 13. Getting there though. Extreme difficulties. Somewhat worked that out. We're here now. But stream was meant to end about now. Scheduled to end about now. We're gonna go just a little more. Want to look around a bit more. But hopefully Thursday and Friday we get some streams that don't get cut short. For any reason. Hope you've had a good day. Hey, Albino Sleuth Beer. How you been? Stop shooting, Jay. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Big Joe. Hey, where's everyone coming from all of a sudden?
After all the battles, this area is quite chaotic. We should be careful.
Good. Some of you in a while. Burn, burn, burn. Could use Closing Element. Joe got home from darts. Up with darts. I don't think I've ever been any good at darts. Never played much. And never been any good. Are you any good? Why does Solus need help? Did he run into the middle of everyone? He probably did. Dorian seems to have been smart enough to stay back here. So let's go. You know what? This is a good time for bees. Bees! Oh, and they're angry. Freeman missive. I just don't trust that Gordian fellow. Been so nice and cool at night that I took for granted that it was going to be nice all day today. It's actually very hot here right now. Inside, with no circulation. It only got up to about 80 something here today. Hopefully one of our last remaining really warm days. Smells like a rift. Like a rift. Guess we could save before. Alright, let's see if we'll... 2 mages, we might be able to dispel a whole lot here. Definitely get 2. Else. Oosh. It's nice not letting a terror get up off the ground for once. Instead of the other way around. Cassandra's well, you gave her spell purge. So that dispel would work the same way. Put her in the right spot, use that area, spell purge. Enhanced grappling chain ring. More rash vine. Woohoo! Oh yes, give me all the rash vine. Never wanted a rash so badly. like that idea a lot, though. Cutting down rifts. Two mages and Cassandra. Little extra effort went into posing that body. Iridium. Of diving around. Now I have so many areas to explore. Go in any direction. Oh shit. That arcane horror so low on health already. Hey, Ice Flame one. What's up, Ice Flame? How are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Getting close to wrapping up. Running a little late because we had some trouble. Too much trouble lately. Have no fear, the Inquisition is here.
Causing trouble for everyone. Tired of waiting around.
Will it matter?
Oh, yes.
Marshal
That was
Prolix.
a brilliant show, Inquisitor. My men had barely been keeping the Horde at bay. Bastien Prou, Marshal of the Grand Duke's forces here in the Dales.
Okay. Angled his name.
Why have you barricaded yourselves in here?
We had to retreat from the Western Front. The demons and undead were too much. But it's no better here. My patrols don't return, messages are lost. I've had no word from the capital in weeks. If we could regain our outposts, the ramparts, or even the garrison by the river, we can't just keep hiding. I want to die like a soldier, not cowering under a bed, praying the monsters don't get me.
What else do you know about the Dales?
Surely you know the history of this place. The Exalted March, the fall of the Elven Kingdom. Talking of elves, my patrols speak of a band of Dalish who've made camp in the west.
I've heard something of the Freemen of the Dales. What do you know about them?
They're a mob of traitors, too soft for war. Thought it was a skirmish or two, then back for supper. Turns out it wasn't, and off they run to the first person to tell them their tantrums are acceptable. Now they want independence. To establish a new settlement. Ridiculous.
I shall take my leave.
Good day.
You have it.
For all that we got done today, we still didn't get level 13.
I don't think they do. I can't believe it.
Wait, we'll go back to the dragon in the hinterlands. And later, others. Lord Revasan. You know what Revas is? The elven word. Did you know that Revas is the elven word for freedom? Revasan is the place where freedom dwells. One wonders why it wasn't given a more appropriate name after the reclamation of the Dales. Perhaps the adage remains true. Once one gets used to a name, hard to change. I ended up J when I switch. Once one gets used to a name, it's hard to change. The walls in this place are ancient. I hope it holds.
Have you seen any of our fallen men out there?
Have many of you fallen?
What you see is all that's left. We were 1,000 strong once. The worst part is not knowing what happened to the men who don't come back. Deserters? Or dead? If they're dead, we've nothing to tell their families. Nothing to send home.
Good luck to you.
All right.
Yes, thank you.
Cassandra, I owe you an apology
Apologize to me? For what?
for judging your seekers. Considering my feelings on Tevinter, I shouldn't throw stones.
That is remarkably decent of you, Dorian.
It was fun to goad you. You get this little knot between your eyebrows. See? There it is. Delightful.
Continue on this path and we'll see if it remains such.
Art in Hightown, Chapter 8. Finding these out of order is a little bit of a bummer. Eric Tethras, Hard in Hightown. I mean, these are cool, but they're out of order. What was the last one we read? 10? 5? Donan Brennakovic left his partner Jevlin at the barracks. The recruit was even more jittery after their run-in with Captain Belladonna, and although Donan himself was starting to feel his limbs weighed down and aching after such a long shift, he finally had the scent of something in this case. He wouldn't let it get away. The city of Kirkwall has a legacy of collectors. It was built in ancient times by Tevinters who collected suffering as if it were rare coins, and they passed on their obsession with obsession to future generations. On any street from Darktown to the Viscount's Keep, you can find someone who will always buy tapestries or has every known spoon made in Navarra, or someone who hoards odd bits and scraps of historical knowledge like it's their grandmother's crockery. Which was how he found himself knocking on a brightly painted door in the alienage. Oh, guardsman, what a nice surprise. Nobody's been mugged, have they? The elf beamed up at him. He had green eyes so wide they barely fit in her face. She seemed to be made of nothing but elbows and knees. No muggings today, Maisie. Donan had to duck his head slightly to get through the door. I have something you might be interested in. He handed her the letter the magistrate's wife had given him the night before. Well, this doesn't look very interesting at all, Maisie frowned, disappointed. What you have claimed belongs to greater powers. You will answer to us. That's a lot of rubbish. Not that. Look at the back. She flipped the letter over and cooed as if she'd found a lost puppy. Oh, just look at you. You're just perfect. Maisie. Donan spoke in a loud, firm voice, trying to remind her he was still in the room. Whose seal is that? Oh, it's the executors, of course. The executors? Maisie appeared excitedly at the wax seal, holding it up to the window for better light. I should have guessed it was from the silly great powers nonsense. There's only been one example, on the letter claiming responsibility for the assassination of Queen Madrigal in 599. And this one is so much better. Just look at that imprint. Any idea how I'd contact these executors? Donan asked. Oh, they're not real, of course. Everyone knows that.
Where did I leave that hammer?
I think I'm melting. It's not actually that hot. I'm just sort of like proper food and Legend of the Three Sisters. Oh, well, you know what? Gonna let it go for the night. We're in a little bit of overtime, but not much. We had what? Half hour of downtime for the stream. Maybe a little more. Whatever it was, we finally got back and going, and I hope that'll hold. Not completely sure what the problem was. Have some guesses. Have a working theory. Hey, we're back up. I will see you all back here day after tomorrow. I'll see you back on Thursday. Tomorrow's a day off. Thank you for hanging out with me, for the excellent company, for being the awesome Tropic family and Starship Chaos crew that you are all. I will see you on the flip side. Bid you good night. It's nice to see some people today I hadn't seen in a while. On guard. Flame, Penguin, hacking, slashing. Everyone out there, Kim, Lamia. I don't know who's still out there, but I bid you all good night, and I will see you a little later. Catch up with some of you on Discord. Hope you've had fun today. We're gonna get into so many new places on Thursday. Should be very exciting. Quick look at what we've got on the map, and we've got a few more to open up. We've got to open up Crestwood. We've got Exalted Plains, Emerald Graves, Empress du Lion, Frostback Basin, as well as some places we already had open. Hissing Wastes, Crestwood, Specializations, Dragons, and onward with the story. The actual point we are at in the story. Here lies the Abyss, Wicked Eyes, and Wicked Hearts. Specializations. We'll need to start to talk about what to do with some of the DLC that we've got. When to do some of it and when to do the rest of it. Mr. KJ, cheers. Good night. Good night all. I'll see you on the flip side.
Shane, just give up.